All right, Taurus, and welcome to the Mother Tressa channel. If you're already familiar with this space, you already know what to expect, so welcome back. I'm glad to be interacting with your energy again. But if you're new to this channel, then welcome in and definitely feel safe enough to be yourself wherever you are energetically, be it positive, negative, or neutral. It really doesn't matter so long as you leave better than you came. Like this video, share it with other Taurians that you know, and subscribe if you like the vibe and you want more of these videos. But as well, turn on that post notification so you're made aware as soon as I upload. You have the strength card at the bottom of the deck here. I heard Hey Mr. DJ, the song, as I was meditating on your energy. Some of you guys can be dabbling into that as a profession. But as that song goes, it's like, hey Mr. DJ, turn the record on. How does it go? Now that I addressed it, I can't think of it. Hey, Mr. DJ, throw the record on. You know it drives me crazy. And when the music starts, it's never gonna stop. Oh, okay. Okay, all right. Yeah, it drives me crazy. I don't know. Let's see how that pertains to your heart and romantic relationships that you can be involved in right now. You have the Four of Coins, followed by the Chariot and the World card. Okay, and the Star card. Ooh, bottom of the deck you have Temperance. So maybe more so profession than it has to do with love, because I don't see how it can be applied in this situation. I just feel like a lot of you guys are really at that point where you're on top of your game, and you're feeling better than you've ever felt before. Whether or not you actually have somebody physically in your life that you are sharing space with at this time, the vibration that you're holding right now, it's extremely magnetizing is what I'm hearing. And so even if you don't have anybody today, honey, I bet you somebody's going to be knocking at your door tomorrow. Yeah. I'm definitely seeing that. Sagittarius can be coming in. Libra can be coming in. Aquarius is somebody that you can be dealing with. If you are in a relationship with somebody, I feel like they're in the doghouse right now. But I feel like it was a justifiable mistake because you have the Temperance and the Justice card that is at the bottom of the deck. Like, they didn't mean for you to interpret the situation or circumstance in the way that you did, and or for it to upset you in the way that it did. The Chariot is associated with the zodiac sign of Cancer, and you guys can be a lot more sensitive than you let on to other people. You don't necessarily wear your heart on your sleeve, but it can definitely read in your face and your facial expressions whenever something is bothering you. You actually have two Cancer focused cards. So maybe at this time you are learning how to really speak up for the things that matter to you when it comes to relationships and how you expect to be treated. There's always going to be that level of expectancy. You know what I mean? Like, who wants to be in a relationship where they're going to be yelled at, from the time that they wake up in the morning until the time that they go to sleep, and are always like criticized or talked down upon, and or disrespected? That's not a loving relationship. Like, there's a certain way that you need to be spoken to, but also if that is your level of expectancy, just being sure that you can also do what you are asking of others here. But because you guys rule the throat and there is a lot of blue, I definitely feel like you guys are speaking up more about how somebody needs to show up in your life and support you if they haven't, in matters of love. So say you're dating somebody and you guys have been together for a while, but as far as the intimacy, you don't spend enough quality time together. That can be a conversation that comes through. Like, hey, like, quality time is really one of my love languages, and I feel like I would appreciate it if I was more of a priority than I'm being made to be in your life. Right? Understandably, you guys lead different lives, and Your workload can also be getting in the way, or other responsibilities if you have other family members or you have children that you also need to take care of. Yes, that is the case, but what's 24 times 7? There's 24 hours in a day, but there are 7 days of the week that we have. So that's 168 hours in a week. I bet you there's still at least 8 hours, if not more, that is left over in a given week that can be dedicated to being able to foster the relationship a little bit more. And so I feel like you're going to be putting a lot more things into perspective. If not, you're just being a little bit more objective when it comes to the opinions that you have and that you share with your person, and or in listening to them, and the way that they, I guess, explain things to you. Like when it comes to like their religious beliefs, for instance, or when it comes to what they do work and or career wise, or what it is that they aspire to become as a person. You're just listening very objectively to what they have to say, and or if you guys have any type of disagreements here with this energy that's here, you're definitely going to be listening more and trying to see if you can understand your person's point of view. Because you guys tend to be very stubborn, you know what I'm saying, and very fixed on your own ideals, and try to often persuade others to mold themselves to think like you and or behave like you, and or just kind of tailor their lifestyle around what you have going on. But I feel like at this time that's going to be changing a little bit. And I definitely feel like you guys are initiating that type of change. Again, if you haven't been with anybody, maybe you are torn between who to choose to settle down with. That can be something that's coming up as a topic, maybe in conversation with friends and family. They've seen you kind of bringing 2 different people around, and they like both of them. They suit your personality, each person, and they're different in their own right, you know what I'm saying? And so that can be hard for you guys to make that decision with who it is that you actually want to commit to at the end of the day. For some of you guys, it's going to be so hard of a decision that you're just going to choose to keep things casual. And or not commit to anybody. For some of you guys, you are torn between a past person and somebody new that you have recently met. And so what scares you about this new opportunity, this new chapter, this new cycle with this person coming in is that, you know, everybody leads with their best face, you know. Everybody's always going to give you that good impression initially, and so you don't know what this person is truly capable of, and or what their true character is. It's kind of something that will stand the test of time, and or something that you see as time progresses. But it's kind of like with this old person, you already know their habits. You can kind of like complete their sentences at this point, and it's just something that is more familiar to you, which you Tauruses also like. It's very hard to get you guys to try new things, and or be open to new things, again, unless it's something that you initiate. And so that can be the thing. It's like, do I really want to venture into new territory and start anew? And just see where that goes, or do I just want to accept this apology with this person and or work it out? Because at the end of the day, no matter who I match with, they're still going to do things that disappoints me. And so it's finding the person that you can forgive at the end of the day and hold compassion for, while they too evolve and grow and learn from the mistakes that they make. You know what I mean? I would definitely say if you're torn between an ex and a new person, go with whoever is really the most consistent. So, you know, I don't believe that a tiger never changes its stripes, or however that saying can go, an old dog can't learn new tricks. Definitely can, especially if you are the person that was destined and or fated to be that person's counterpart. You know, it may have taken a while for this person to actually realize that you were the one, but once that decision is made, it's very hard to falter on that going forward. So somebody can have, you know, very well let you go without realizing just how great you were, and or that you were the exact thing that they were actually praying for all of this time. That can have been the case, but I definitely feel like whoever's coming back is very mature. With that world card, it usually talks about one becoming an expert in their field. So this person's coming in emotionally available and ready to be more transparent with you, you know, that knows how to have dialogue and that knows how to agree to disagree. You know what I'm saying? This is somebody that really knows what to do without you necessarily having to ask, unless again it's something that you have learned in your absence or in the absence of this person that you actually need to feel like you are being seen in a relationship or a partnership. So that's what's coming through. Let's see what's going on with your career. You have the Queen of Swords. And that can be true too. No two people are the same. You can hold one belief today and then be in a different mindset tomorrow completely. So it's extending that same grace to those that you deal with on a romantic level. You have the Two of Coins. Ooh, okay. And then you have the Five of Wands, the Four of Swords, and the Ten of Coins with the Magician and the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So what is this? I'm seeing a welder or somebody that's interested. Glass blowing is also coming through. Somebody that does that or works with pottery. What else as a profession is coming through? Somebody that does something like with homes. It can be real estate. It can be just interior design. It can be doing taxes, because swords is usually associated with those that are really good at crunching numbers. So a mathematician. So can be in that profession, or you can be working in an environment that has like colder temperatures. So you could work in a hospital. You could be a nurse. What else is cold? Are mortuaries cold? I don't know why, but that is coming through. Somebody that works at a mortuary or a funeral home. That's coming through as a profession, or those are things that you've been thinking about. Maybe they were hobbies or something that you found enjoyment in at one point in time. And so at this time, you're going back to those things, those hobbies. With this Four of Swords and this Ten of Coins, though, it can be a situation where a relative or a child maybe, or somebody that was just really influential in your life has recently passed, and they put you into their will, or there's an inheritance that you can be coming into in the near future. Some of you guys, you're just going through that process, whatever job or career field that you're currently in. You're going through that process of overcoming the learning curve. And so right now you can be feeling a little stressed out and feeling a little doubtful of your capabilities and being able to really live up to certain expectations or whatever is required for you as far as the job is concerned. And the duties that you have, whatever your role is, you can have come to find out that there's actually more to the job than what you were briefed on. But at the very least, it's very stressful. At this time, you're getting to learn these new coworkers that you have. And there can be butting of heads, especially if you are in a certain position where you are a supervisor or a superior, and you can be younger than the majority of those that you work with. And so they may not have the utmost respect for you, but I just feel like with the quality of work that you bring and how consistent that you are and just how professional that you act, eventually these people are going to come to realize that you are unmovable and or unshakable, and they will come to respect you at the end of the day. They don't have to like you, but that respect absolutely has to be there. So yeah, that's what's coming through. If some of you guys have gotten into a situation, you've started a job and you've come to realize that it's something that you don't necessarily like at all, it's a little bit too monotonous, you know, you feel like you're doing the same thing over and over and over and over again, there's not enough excitement with this Five of Wands energy here, then I feel like a lot of you guys are a little bummed out with this Four of Swords, because it's like, how many jobs do you have to apply for and how many times do you have to start over before you actually find something that you thoroughly enjoy and that's really meant for you and a part of your purpose and your passion and your mission? You know what I mean? It's like you're sick and tired of having to hit the wall with these jobs, but it can also be in the way that you are looking at it, and also in the lack of the intention set beforehand, right? You're just going for the first thing that kind of just jumps out at you with this Magician and the Ace of Wands. So that can be what your issues have been. So you're putting yourself in this like really damaging cycle of starting a job, thinking that you like it. You have the security, right? Because you get paid, you know when you're going to get paid, and you're able to take care of all of your responsibilities, but at the end of the day, you feel like empty and or bored, for lack of a better word, with what it is that you're doing. Well, try another field, or again, try whatever comes easiest to you. Try doing something like that for once. And or if you are used to having money, you're affluent in that type of way, then I feel like you are tired of having things be so easy in your life. You kind of want to know what it's like to have to work for things, and privilege not just automatically be something that you're born into and or are given. And so that can be something that you're seeking out. You're seeking out some sort of challenge at this time, or you're just going through a period of self-discovery and realizing that you don't want to live in the shadow of your mother figure, your father figure, if you're taking over a family business, or just whoever may have passed. Again, you don't want to live in their shadow. You kind of want your own name and reputation. And so you're going to be setting those intentions pretty soon, if you haven't already, with the Scorpio new moon that we just had. That energy can still be lingering, and so at this time you're really focusing on themes surrounding power and or status and reputation, and seeing what it is that you can personally do to improve, and or reaching out to those that you feel can help you. Maybe somebody else has resources that you just don't have access to at this time. But it comes from, again, exercising that throat chakra and being brave enough to ask for help and not feeling like you have to do everything by yourself and or for yourself, you know, and or not knowing where to look and or to turn here. So that's what's coming through for career Taurus. I really am trying to get these videos done in 15 minutes and it's just not happening. And I feel like my views have gone down because these videos are longer. So I really don't know what to do at this point, but we'll see. But that's what I have for you guys. If this video resonated, give me a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family. Again, subscribe if you haven't, and book with me should you need to. But if I don't hear from you, then please just take care of yourself and soul until you see me again. Ciao.